You are listening to the Just Saying podcast.
Welcome to the Just Saying podcast, the podcast where we just say things. Hi, Amanda.
Hey, welcome back, humans.
Human beings.
But what if they don't want to be identified as human? What if they'd rather be identified as potatoes?
What if they leave the podcast on when they leave the house for their dog?
Oh my god.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. What about their geckos?
That's not a dog. That's like a chicken.
I don't even
duck.
know. That honestly, it was a chicken duck.
Did you say armadillos or geckos?
Geckos, I said. Yeah.
Did you see that video on Facebook where it's if geckos were making the Yoshi sounds? Long, 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 long.
Oh my goodness, no, he didn't, but now I want to.
That was so funny.
I know what I'm doing after this.
That was the funniest. Go pull it up on your phone and we'll have it playing in the background.
That's okay. I'll look at it after.
I thought it was viral on Facebook right now, but someone took a video of a bunch of geckos sitting around licking something.
Really?
Licking something. I'm lisping here. It was quite funny, and I laughed a lot. I try not to go on Facebook because Facebook gives me a lot of negative vibes.
I feel you.
Just everyone just complaining about just everything. That's not it. That's definitely not it. No, you're not gonna find it. It's on Facebook. Look.
You were talking about bad energy on Facebook, and to be honest with you, that is what we're going to be talking about today. Energy.
Yes.
What you put out into the world is what you experience in your everyday life.
The force is strong with this one.
Shall we elaborate, Sal?
Yes.
We shall.
Okay, so...
What were you saying about the energy on Facebook? Give me your...
Well, the thing is, I don't have the Facebook app on my phone because I don't want to, open it all the time. I don't want to read just people complaining because usually it's just people complaining and moping. No one cares what you're talking about. Last time I remember someone complaining about them getting cut off in traffic, and I don't care. Why do you have to tell Facebook that? I guess it feels good to do that. You know, just putting your feelings out there. But every time I have a mopey, whenever I think about putting up a mopey status, I'm just man, why do I have to tell everyone this? I feel I'm just making it worse, you know? And it's just I'd rather just move on. But
I agree with you, but unfortunately not everyone feels the same way.
Nope.
I find that when people, if you look at what kind of people are posting some negative things that are going on in their lives, whether it be something, small and daily, a small daily factor that's going on, or a big traumatic event in their lives,
yeah.
I mean, obviously we all experience ups and downs, but if you're looking for attention, maybe don't look for it in a way that is so attention seeking to the point where your negativity is rubbing off on other people. And maybe those people don't always realize that effect is as, infectious as it is, but it actually is.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
So I've actually gotten to the point where I am not a total asshole, and I don't always like to delete people when that's not my intention to make people think I just...
Yeah.
It's I know a lot of people. I like to keep people on Facebook because of connections and...
Yeah.
But at the same time, I agree. I don't want to always wake up, check my newsfeed, boom, negative, boom, more negative, negative, negative.
Exactly. You want more positivity,
And so what I've started doing because of that is actually unfollowing specific people.
Oh, okay.
And so at least that way they're if I want to message them or if I want to make see what's going on, check up on them. Not to sound like a creep, but
yeah.
Make sure everything's good. I still have them on Facebook. If I still want to message them, I can still message them. That's totally fine.
True.
And if that's how they want to approach what they want to put out there, that's totally fine, but maybe I just don't want to see that. But no, honestly, I wish I could do what you're doing and not have the Facebook app downloaded on your phone or devices.
Yeah. It's on my web browser, but that's it. It doesn't pop up anything. If I want to see what's going on in the world of Facebook, I have to go to Facebook. It doesn't pop up on my phone and just boop, 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 boop. You know what I mean? I don't have that.
That's so nice because half of what I'm doing right now, 2 out of 3 of my jobs involve me being on social media. So
true.
I constantly have to have Facebook on the go, Instagram on the go, Twitter on the go. I have 4 different Instagram accounts that I run. 4.
I have 3.
2 of them being personal-ish. One is my personal account. The second one is my dog's. Yes, you guys can laugh. That's fine, but he's adorable. You should check him out. His name is Joey the Shih Tzu. You will fall in love.
I thought about Bear. What about Bear?
Oh, that's my sisters took over that one.
Oh, okay.
So, maybe 4.5. But then the other 2 are for work. And I'm on them literally at least 45 times a week. Just maybe even more than that. Maybe that's me downplaying it, but
That's crazy.
you know, I mean, I make sure to keep my posts as positive as I possibly can, and I try to remember it's for a business sense, but otherwise it's like, my goodness, like, social media is something, like, it's good to have, but at the same time, it's good to take a break from. For the sole purpose that, aren't we trying to take a break from people at the end of the day? And people are always so connected, and don't you want to be connected to something more positive?
Exactly.
And for you to be in a more positive mindset, unfortunately, disconnecting from social media is an absolute must. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I've done that where I've gone through my social medias and just deleted negative people and just unfollowed. I don't know if I should, like, feel bad about this. I don't know if it'll, like, warp my perception of...
Well, for a while, I was following a lot of fitness accounts.
Yeah.
Because I was, like, obsessed with, like... Okay, I don't want to call it obsessed with, but I was very, very, very focused on, like, changing my body, changing my lifestyle and stuff like that. But I got to a point where it was so, like, filled with, like, fitness bloggers, fitness advocates and whatnot, and, like, health food blogs that I became... It was almost negative, the effect it had on me. I became obsessive, and it was just, I needed to relax a little more. So I still have a couple of accounts, such as those ones that I follow, but ones that are a little more toned down, I guess, so to speak, because I'm very much into health and wellness and, mind, body, soul. But my field of work is social work. I'm a very spiritual person, so I have a lot of accounts based on that I follow. I love food, so... I follow a lot of healthy food accounts, and then I follow a lot of local businesses in Hamilton because I absolutely support local 100%, and that makes me feel happy and positive and motivated.
For sure.
I mean, why not? I think it's especially important right now in this day and age that we remember that it literally all depends on what and who you surround yourself with that will depict your mindset, your happiness, and what happens.
Speaking of which, people are yelling outside. What the heck?
Are.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
McDonald's parking lot, what do you expect?
It's true. But honestly, though, I'm not at all saying... Like, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are like, okay, here we go, the energy talk again. But to be honest with you, isn't it becoming more and more prevalent? Like, don't you see your life become more negative when you literally think and surround yourself around negative situations,
it does.
mindsets, and people? Like,
it does.
It sucks the energy out of you. And when you have no energy, do you really want to do anything?
Yep.
No. Like,
I remember when I was doing this internship and I was just surrounded by like successful, positive thinking people. I was just like, it affected me.
Hey, man.
Why are they honking?
Seriously, though.
Jeez, what, do they want my spot? Like, come on.
You were talking about surrounding yourself around positive people.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I remember being around these just positive people constantly. Why are they still honking? Do they know we're recording a podcast? Are they like, oh, there's Sound Amanda from the Just Saying podcast. Let's interrupt their whatever.
Genius.
At least this rain stopped.
Conversation, yes, it did.
A genius conversation. I don't know what this is. We're just saying things.
Anyways, continue what you were saying.
Going on with, it's like, it affected me because when you're around, like, people that, like, are just generate good vibes, you just kind of click into that, and it works, and you just feel better just, being around those types of people. And, I've had friends who were, like, downers, and every time I'd, like, talk to them or whatever, they would bring me down, too, and I would have, like, super positive people that, like, want to, like, get things done and, like, want to live their life to the fullest, and, like, I'm like, I want to be, like, more like them, and it's just, like, yeah, it's just how you are. Like, I feel like how you feel about yourself basically, like, reflects that to other people, and people will be more attractive to you if you're just more positive and, accepting of yourself.
Absolutely 100% agree. I mean, one of the most important things that a lot of people don't realize nowadays is that in regards to you moving forward with your life, and it doesn't mean just in a career aspect, but even in regards to family, friends, significant others, where you're living, where you're traveling to next, any kind of goal that you have in life, you need to be self-aware. And what that means is you need to be very conscious of who you are, being able to evaluate yourself and your situations, being able to reflect, and being able to understand your surroundings, especially. And being able to recognize when something is positive and negative is absolutely key. Because
Exactly.
if you can't differentiate the two, if you can't differentiate positive attention from negative attention, then unfortunately, you're going to have a lot of trouble figuring out what common ground is best for you in order for you to move forward with your life. And that's what I kind of learned that the hard way. But
Yeah.
I learned the lesson, mind you. And I mean, since then, I honestly feel like since I've been attracting more positive things in my life and I've been focusing my mindset towards moving forward. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a really rough year earlier this year, and
Yeah.
I said to myself, enough is enough. I need to stop thinking about the negatives and dwelling on the negatives and thinking about why I'm not enough and thinking why. And eventually I said, why not? Why can't I have anything that I want, or at least try my best to get there? Why can't I finish my school? I can. Why can't I get the job of my dreams? 100% I can. Why can't I afford this trip? You know what? I can and I will. And now...
Yeah, you can. You can do anything you want. Like,
absolutely.
I realize that. It's like, we can, as a human being in this world, we can do whatever we want. We can just have to, like, take those little steps and you'll eventually get there. You ever seen that movie, The Martian?
Yeah, actually, I just watched it a couple of weeks ago.
He's like, solve
with my
little
boyfriend.
problems. Yeah.
Yeah. No, The Martian is actually a really good example because we had this guy that was put in a really crappy situation. I'm not trying to spoil the movie for any of you.
It's in the
that haven't
trailers.
seen it.
Yeah. He has to survive. Yeah.
He has to survive. And he's from that point on, he realizes he's got to get back to basics and work on things bit by bit. And that's kind of a metaphor for life, man. Like,
Yeah, it was very inspiring.
it is inspiring because I kind of, even though, I wasn't on Mars,
But, like, the things he would do is like, okay, so if I drink this much water a day and I have this much fuel and I drive for this long to get to this one part on Mars, how much fuel would I need? How much water should I bring? Just a lot of stuff like that. It's crazy.
and the thing is, too, is that he didn't always get it perfect. And that's kind of true in life, too. You're going to try different things that are right for you, and you're going to continue to practice what makes you happy. First off, as long as you keep striving towards a goal and making some sort of progress, that's the first step to getting back what you put out there. And then it's accepting the fact that not every single step that you take is going to be perfect. You might have to take a few steps back and think about where you went wrong before you can take even more steps ahead again. And that's just the way she goes, man. Like, and
Yup.
it's true.
It is true. It was really cool to watch and just like made me realize like, yeah, I can apply that like same thinking to like my life. It's like, okay, I want to be an astronaut. Okay, where can I start and where can I go from there,
Absolutely.
So it is all about, and you got to have that positive energy, because if you're always negative and it's like, oh, what's the point of everything? Everything's stupid. Oh, Donald Trump's the president. Oh my gosh.
But we also
We're all
need
going
to
to
remember,
die.
like,
We're all going to get nuked. Oh.
God.
No, it's not going to happen.
I mean, this is what we have to remember, though. Shit's gonna happen. Like, we can't just sit there and say, oh yeah, from this positive mindset, everything's gonna be roses and dandelions and, sunshines and rainbows. No.
No.
Shit will hit the fan, and that's the reality of the situation.
Have you ever threw shit at a fan?
No.
It's actually funny.
Oh.
It goes
the
everywhere.
The fact that
Yeah.
concerns me.
It goes everywhere and it
Oh,
stinks,
dear.
because then the fan is still on and it just kind of spreads the smell everywhere.
That's not...
So, like,
I
what
don't
do you-
even want to ask.
So what do you do, like, after, like, shit hits the fan? Like, you can't really do anything. Like, everything just smells like shit and there's shit everywhere.
Well, what you gotta kind of do for a second is...
Is that what that means when shit hits the fan? Is that
This
what that
is-
metaphor is?
This is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna break it down to you.
Okay.
First off, when shit literally hits the fan, you're gonna be absolutely infuriated with yourself. You're gonna
probably
sit there
drunk.
and smell the shit around you, and you're gonna think to yourself, what the fuck? And you have to sit there for a second and just get it out there. If that means you gotta cry, you gotta cry. If that means you gotta call up 5 of your buddies and be like, what the fuck? Then that's what you gotta do. If that means you gotta
shit
go...
hit the fan.
Yeah. If that means you gotta go for a run, you go for that damn run. If that means you need to just go and take a nap, I don't know. But you just gotta let it out there. But don't stay in that state of mind. Because if you stay in that state of mind for too long, then it becomes a life cycle. And then
Yup.
that means you're putting negative energy out there. And to be
Yup.
honest with you, the sooner you snap out of it and say, okay, This is just temporary. This isn't permanent. How can I clean this up and figure out a way so that I can move forward and know better for the next time that shit is heading towards the fan again?
What would you do with that fan? Would you throw it out, or would you try to return it to where you bought it from?
I would definitely try to find a more advanced fan that would avoid the shit a little better.
They have to make fans not, compatible with shit.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going to throw shit at fans, because now that we put that out there into the universe, everyone's going to wonder what happens if you actually throw shit at a fan. I bet you can look that up on YouTube. It will happen if you actually seeing shit actually hit the fan. We're swearing a lot on this podcast. Remember when this podcast had no swearing?
Remember when this podcast was a Christian podcast?
I remember that.
That was a long...
That wasn't the idea. The idea was it would be a normal podcast disguised as a Christian podcast.
Yeah, okay, sorry about that. And now it's...
And then... Yeah.
Now we're talking about everything.
Yeah.
Shitty things.
Everything. We're swearing all the time.
Yep.
Swear.
A bunch of sailors. But the thing is, though, like, regardless of whatever you do, first off, we gotta realize that perfectionism is an actual addiction. It's an actual disorder.
Yup.
Perfectionism is... unfortunately a crippling way to live.
Yep.
And it's unrealistic. And for us to achieve a fulfilling and wholehearted life where you are actually genuinely happy with how things are going, despite things getting crappy, then you have to accept the fact that it's not going to be perfect.
Yep.
And you have to accept the fact that these obstacles are going to come about. And you know what? Some of you might be thinking, okay, this girl is full of crap. You're too optimistic, man. Yes, I am optimistic.
I don't like
as hell.
You're too optimistic.
I don't know. Some people the realists and the pessimists out there are like, oh God, this is way too much for me right now. But I'm just telling you from experience, shit hit the fan for real for me, man. Yep. I'm telling you right now, like I am alive and well and thriving way more than I ever expected. Awesome. And at this point here, like, if it wasn't for me accepting the really shitty things as they are and actually taking them as lessons, learning from them and applying them to my own life right now, man, I would certainly be a miserable person right now and would not be having this conversation with all of you in the way that it's being facilitated and delivered. So
sounds like you're gonna cry.
No, not at all.
I'm so happy, guys. I was covered in shit.
I'm just very passionate. I'm very happy.
Shit off of me. shit, fuck shit.
God, we've unleashed a whole new side of Sal.
Shit.
He's never sworn this much in this podcast ever.
Shit. You like how long my beard is now?
It feels very scruffy. I feel like you could hide a few snacks.
It feels very scruffy.
I'm not touching it.
Are you actually feeling?
You're the one feeling it, but it sounds like it would feel very scruffy, to be honest.
Some girls think that's disgusting when I do this.
I don't know.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna reach into my pocket, and I got a beard comb.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I am kind of in a shitty part of my life right now that I'm trying to get out of, but I know I'm gonna get out of it because I know I am like making little steps, just tiny little steps. Like I'm putting like one foot in front of the other type steps to get myself out of the shitty situation I'm in. So.
And I can advocate for this one here.
Yeah.
I see the effort being made, and I feel it in my bones. And it makes me happy to know that he was game to record a podcast about what we are speaking about today.
Yup.
And he found the power within him to admit that, and that makes me happy.
And I'm happy that we're in a McDonald's parking lot, and I ate a McFlurry with, what did I put, like Oreo and strawberry.
And brownie.
No, there was fudge brownie. It was an Oreo fudge brownie strawberry McFlurry.
And it was fantastic.
It was incredible.
And I decided to try their waffle fries and was greatly disappointed. But
there was like 5 in that little pouch.
They were tasty, but
why couldn't they just
okay.
throw more in the bag?
You know what? Lesson learned. This is the lesson I'm going to learn from this. Just don't get the waffle fries ever again, because that was a very disappointing experience. Yeah. But you know what? We learn now. Now we know. Just go for the regular classic fries. That's it.
Yup.
Anyways.
I know I'm going to get out of my shitty situation, so.
You want to give us some tips?
Don't just do nothing. Don't do nothing. That's like the one thing I'm doing. Like my New Year's resolution for 2017 is just going to be work harder. So, and just like, hustle more, just do more stuff.
Hey.
Because there were, like, I think back to, like, months of this year where I just did nothing. And I'll admit that. I was doing the podcast, I was doing Just Saying, I was doing IXP, I was doing other stuff, but I kind of felt like I was doing nothing. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
And it's crazy to think because I'm not doing nothing, because I'm putting, like, my creative energy into this podcast and IXP, but I still feel like I can do more, which is kind of a cool feeling, because it's like, hey, I could do better. Because a lot of people would be, like, just okay with what I'm doing, like, you know.
But the thing
I want
is,
to do more.
the fact that you're doing something is already 100 times better than doing nothing at all.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. Because you're doing something, that's something, if you keep putting your all into it, will eventually turn into something more.
Oh, yeah. I believe that, like, if you really, really want something, you will get it.
And that's the thing. If you want something bad enough, you'll get it.
People are yelling in the parking lot.
They are. But it's you wanting to work for it as well, too. You have to accept the fact that it's not going to be easy, but you can do it if you want it. And when you want something so bad, it's not even... It may be hard, but it's not as hard as you think it will be. It'll become something you enjoy in the process.
Just don't want McDonald's waffle fries.
No, not really, to be honest.
You're doing a lot of stuff. Like, it's crazy. Like, when you talk about all the stuff you're doing.
Yeah.
And this podcast.
Yeah, I don't have much time for myself right now. And I'm happy because I love everything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I'm finally, like, putting all of my creative outlets into one big giant thing. Actually, I'm really excited. I'm releasing a photo blog tomorrow.
Nice.
It was a very personal one, but I'm excited about it. Actually, I need to take a photo for that photo blog.
Cool. Photobomb.
Yeah. I guess I can close this off with a couple of tips.
Okay.
Just like you said here, Sal said doing something is better than doing nothing.
Yeah. That came up perfectly too. Wow.
Well, it's basically what you said.
That was what I said. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And I'm just going to say, like, despite what is surrounding you, even if you're in a negative situation and it's really, really hard for you to get out of it, what you need to remember, and this is like the core of what you need to remember, is that your opinion of your life matters the most.
Yup.
You wake up and go to bed with yourself every single day, despite who surrounds you, and that the only person that can really diminish you is yourself. And so you should take...
Bye, bus.
Hello, 41. But no, honestly, like, this life is mysterious, and the options are literally limitless. So don't let anything hold you back, because the only person really holding you back is yourself. So go for it.
Everyone should follow us on Instagram.
And stay tuned for some awesome new photos of Sal and I just being us.
Yes.
Maybe there will be some, like, shit emojis around there. I don't know. It's really
poop emojis.
Toilets. I don't know. But, like, our fans everywhere. Who knows? You just gotta wait and see.
The logo of this should be a shit hitting the fan.
I think that would be... No. Oh, my God. It has to be. So that'll all make sense once you finish listening to this.
We talked for 10 minutes about shit, literally shit hitting fans.
But it was such a good metaphor, to be honest. Okay, guys, you should like, comment, rate us, give us your opinions.
Send us feedback. We run on your feedback.
Literally, I get high off your feedback.
Whoa, okay.
That's a little excessive, but it's the truth, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, you'll hear from us very soon. But until next time, stay awesome.